Just coming at you today. Wanted to step outside. It's been so hot and muggy here in Ohio over the last few weeks, and it just rained and it just like really cooled off. So I just wanted to come outside and just do a quick take here. I wanted to kind of go over something with you guys today. One of the things that I've really been nervous or scared about is cleaning my sensor on my cameras. And watched a few videos on YouTube, and it's really not that complicated from what they say, but I wanted to kind of do a live video and walk through it with you guys just to show you how it works and maybe take some of the fear out of cleaning your own sensor. So I'm using a product from VS Go, and I'll be showing that to you here in just a few minutes whenever I get everything set up. So VS Go has a solution and the sensor swabs kit that comes with everything that you need to make sure that you get your sensor cleaned really well. So we're kind of going to be walking through that, the steps on how to do it with a Sony camera. We're going to be walking through the menu on the Sony a7 III. Now this is for a full frame sensor, so we'll be walking through the menu settings on how to do the sensor cleaning, and then kind of walk through the whole process with that VS Go kit. Just got everything set up to show you the sensor cleaning, and I've got the kit here from VS Go. It's for a full frame sensor, so you want to make sure that if you're using their kits and that you pick the right kit for your sensor size. So there is the obvious, I'm using it on the Sony a7 III, and I've got a full frame sensor cleaning kit here. They do have the capability of using APS-C for like the A6100, A6000 series, or any other type of APS-C camera models out there. And then I believe they also have 4/3 and whatnot too. So the kit's really cool. We'll kind of walk through what's in here. There's a solution mixture that they supply along with the cleaning solution that you dab onto the actual sensor brushes, or sensor swabs I should say. But yeah, so we're going to be opening this guy up and kind of walking through what it's like to actually clean the sensor of that. So I'm ready to kind of jump into this, dive in. So let's kind of walk through what's in the actual box here, the VS Go cleaning kit. There's not much to it. As you can see here, we've got sensor cleaning swabs. They send plenty of them for you to use. You don't ever want to reuse them. You want to make sure that once you've used the sensor cleaning solution on it, that you actually throw them away afterwards, just because you don't want to have dust build up on those and then reusing them. That would be not a good thing on a sensor or a camera. And we also have the solution that they supply for dabbing onto the actual swabs. So that's what's in the kit that we're going to actually be using. Alright, so you've got your camera and you're getting ready to clean your sensor. And one of the first steps that you want to do is use a rocket blaster. Just applies air into the sensor to blow off any loose particles that are applied to the sensor. So you want to make sure you turn your camera upside down and just take that and kind of blow up in there a few times just to make sure you get all the dust and loose particles out. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and I want to walk through the settings on the actual camera to show you how to do the auto sensor cleaning before we actually get into the actual sensor swab cleaning. So with that, on the back side of the menu, or the back side of the camera, you want to hit your menu button and then go to setup, is your yellow toolbox. And we want to be on setup number 2 of 7, and then down towards the bottom you'll see highlighted, it says cleaning mode. We'll click on that, and then what you're going to want to do is, it says perform auto image sensor cleaning, and of course that's what we're going to do. So we're going to hit enter, but I first want to make sure that whenever you're doing this, that you tilt the camera down. Then that way whenever the camera's tilted down, anything that the sensor shakes off of the sensor, it will go out of the camera and not just kind of rattle around in there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then it made a vibration. The camera then says auto cleaning is now finished. Turn the power off. You can also clean the image sensor manually if necessary. Follow the procedure in the instruction manual. So with this, there's two different things that I've done here, and I've cleaned my sensor both with the camera on and with it out it being on. And I'm going to be honest with you, whenever you don't have it on, the gyroscope on the actual sensor for the stabilization, it's very touchy and it feels like it's moving whenever you're rubbing the sensor swab across it. So I like to leave the camera on. I know a bunch of people are probably going to think, oh my gosh, this guy's something else. But I leave it on, and what it does is it provides the camera to be the sensor to be a little bit more stable. And I like that whenever I'm putting just a tad bit of pressure on whenever I'm wiping that swab across. So, okay, so at any rate, we're going to go ahead and turn off for right now. We'll get back to that step in just a second. Okay, so as we can see here, we have our sensor swab and sensor solution out. I'm going to go ahead and open up the sensor swab. Pull it out. You want to make sure that you do not touch the sides of this. Keep hold of the actual plastic part, and then we're going to go ahead and open up the solution. And then on the actual swab, we want to make sure that the solution covers the actual from left tip to the right tip of the sensor swab. You don't want it to be too wet, but you want it to make sure that it's moist along the whole thing. Once you have that piece done, flip your camera upside down, and then you want to start on the left side, put the swab inside, touch the sensor, swipe along the right, turn it over, and swipe back left, and then you're done. You can apply a light pressure to that, and then as you can see, whenever you are looking at it, looking at the sensor with the light on, it definitely has pulled off all the sensor dust, and the sensor looks extremely clean now. Okay, well that's a wrap for cleaning your own sensor on your camera. Now I would highly advise, if you are the least bit squirmish about touching a several $1,000 camera and using sensor solution, highly recommend taking it to professional and let them do it for you. That's perfectly fine. But if you are a little bit ambitious and curious on how to do it, it's really not that complex, and highly recommend trying it on your own. So go ahead and if you like this video, hit the like button down below, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, double tap the thumbs down, and then also subscribe for future videos coming out. Thanks.